Greetings, Butterfly Tribe, and welcome to Daily Dose of Truth, which comes from Romans, the 9th chapter, starting at verse 1. It is written, I speak the truth in Messiah. I do not lie. My conscience also bearing me witness in the set-apart spirit, that I have great sadness and continual grief in my heart. For I myself could have wished to be banished from Messiah, for the sake of my brothers, my relatives according to the flesh, who are the children of Israel, to whom is the adoption, and the esteem, and the covenants, and the giving of the Torah, and the worship, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and from whom is the Messiah according to the flesh, who is over all, the Most High, blessed forever. However, it is not as though the word of the Most High has failed, for they are not all Yisra'eel who are Israel, neither are they all children, because they are the seed of Abraham, but in Isaac your seed shall be called. May Yahuwah add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his set-apart word. Shaul says, I speak the truth in Messiah. I do not lie, my conscience bearing also witness in the set-apart spirit, that I have great sadness and continual grief in my heart. Shaul is saying that this journey hasn't been easy for him. That there is sadness and continual grief that goes along with walking in truth. The truth in the Messiah is not the same truth that man walks in. Man normally tells his version of the truth. The truth of the Messiah is absolute truth. He says he himself could have wished to be banished from Messiah for the sake of his brothers, meaning he could have chosen to be separated from him for the sake of his relatives according to the flesh, the ones that he share a bloodline with. He could have chosen to be banished for that group of people, who are the children of Israel, to whom is the adoption, and the esteem, and the covenants, and the giving of the Torah, and the worship, and the promises. Some people do not understand that these things were given to the children of Israel from the Father. To a set-apart group of people, he gave these commands. He gave the covenants. He gave the Torah. He gave the command of worship, and he gave the promises, who are the fathers, and from whom is the Messiah according to the flesh. The Messiah came through the bloodline of these people according to his flesh. He was one of the sons of David, who is overall the most blessed by the Most High forever. Speaking of the Messiah, he holds a very distinct title as the Son of the Most High. He says, however, it is not though that the word of the Most High has failed. And this is the part that I want to expound on. The word has not failed. The Most High through his word says that the grass may wither and the flowers may fade, but the word will stand forever. The word of the Most High has not failed. Humanity has failed to obey the word, not vice versa. He says, for they are not all Yisra'eel who are of Yisrael. We're not all Israel. Neither are they all children, because they are the seed of Abraham. But in Isaac your seed shall be called. It was a certain bloodline. That bloodline distinguished where the Messiah would come from, through the bloodline and lineage that the Most High's Son would travel through. But not all are Israel that share that bloodline, because the Messiah said that to be part of Israel, you had to be born of water and of spirit. You had to be set apart. You had to have a spiritual blood transfusion. You had to become part of him to be established as Israel. Sometimes this walk requires us to make a distinction between our family given to us through flesh and the family given to us through the Spirit. Do you remember when the crowd told the Messiah that his mother and his brothers were looking for him? And he was speaking, he was teaching in a congregation, and he said, my mother, my brothers, these are my mother, my brothers. He was establishing his spiritual bloodline, his spiritual family. No disrespect to his mother. He took care of his mother. He took care of his brothers. But he wanted to show that there is a distinction between the family given to you by your flesh. Are you going to continue to walk according to the traditions of that fleshly family, or are you going to set yourself apart and walk according to the word? Because the word has not failed. But when you go against it, you have failed to keep the word of the Most High. And you will not be part of his family if you cannot keep the word. I hope you have enjoyed today's Daily Dose of Truth.